Classes are back in session at UT, and UToledo now has a unique research and study abroad opportunity. Dr. Jonathan Culp and Lauren DeRaedt are here this afternoon so we can learn more about the opportunities while in the Institute of American Constitutional Thought and Leadership. Wow.
It's a mouthful.
It sure is. Jonathan, Lauren, thank you for being here. First of all, tell us what this program is.
Certainly, yeah. So UToledo's Institute of American Constitutional Thought and Leadership is actually the oldest of 5 civic centers that have been created by the Ohio Assembly. And our purpose, probably most generally you could say, our goal is to help renew civic life in the United States by forming students and citizens in the principles of constitutionalism and civil discourse. Because I don't know about you, but I don't very often meet anybody who says, you know, civic life is going great in America today. You know, so we're here to help kind of remedy that problem.
Well, the bottom line is it's basically a lot of education about the constitutional law, for example. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And Lauren, part of the program is sending UT students over to Oxford University in England for a period of time. And Lauren, you just came back from the trip. Tell us how long was the trip, and tell us a few things about it.
Yeah, the trip was 2 weeks long, and we had classes in the morning and the evening, and a lot of time to sightsee, go to places like Parliament and Blenheim Palace, and it was really awesome to be able to see the places that I've been studying for the past year and the coming years at UT. It really brought it to life, and it was very inspirational, as well as to work on the quill project through the University of Oxford. It is just such an awesome opportunity to be able to analyze, digitize, and summarize the Ohio 1912 Constitution.
So they kept you very busy with this every day. You were in a lot of classes. Were they taught by teachers from England, or were they taught by other international type educators, or what?
Yeah, some of my classes were taught by professors I interact with at the University of Toledo. And evening lectures were hosted by other universities that also went to the University of Oxford, and I got to interact with the head of Pembroke College.
Well, the head of the Quill Project, yeah,
Yes.
Professor Nicholas Cole.
Yes.
And they also had, one of the other things that the students got to do is sort of a mock constitutional convention, a ratification convention, where they divided up into pro and con groups and debated about whether or not to adopt the U.S. Constitution. You had a prominent role in that.
Yes, I was the secretary.
So the Constitution is a living, breathing thing. We need to understand that it does evolve, and laws can be changed by Congress, and of course interpreted a lot of times by the Supreme Court, which is controversial in itself.
Indeed.
But where are we now with constitutional law? Is that what the goal is with these students, to teach them constitutional law, and many of these have become lawyers or political venues?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, it's broader than that. But yeah, because the principle of constitutionalism goes beyond just constitutional law to really thinking about what the purpose of a constitution should be, how to organize society to achieve the common good. And so that also means that while obviously a lot of the students who go through our program will be very well prepared for law school, they'll also be prepared more broadly for life and leadership in society, because we're seeking to give them a very deep grounding in the principles of a free society and how to act in one civilly with fellow citizens.
So what is your academic goal? What are you, you're only a sophomore at UT, which is pretty amazing getting this program so early. What are you majoring in? What is your goal, and what would you like to head down the road with this?
Yes, my goal is to become a lawyer. I haven't decided on any law schools I'm pursuing yet, but yes, that's what I'm doing.
No, I mean, you want to become a lawyer, so how did this all fit into what your academic goals are in going to this program? I stumped you, didn't I?
Could you rephrase that just a bit?
So you spent 2 weeks over there learning a lot about constitutional law and learning a lot about the Constitution and laws, basically. How is that going to fit in with what you're wanting to do in your career?
Yes, I think specifically it is to broaden the skill to be able to apply that to different areas that law school will demand from me. So I'm not, learning Ohio law yet or anything like that, but just practicing the skill of going through difficult documents line by line and truthfully comprehending what it is I'm even reading.
So this program is just getting off the ground?
Yes, so this is our second year in operation. So at this point we've got 2 minors. We have a constitutional studies minor. The other thing we have is a minor in science, technology, and society, which is one that's aimed primarily at STEM majors that want an opportunity to study more deeply the role of science and technology and innovation within democratic society. And we'll have other programs that we'll be developing, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And then we also have, we initiated some professional development programs for K through 12 teachers to help them teach civics better, and we'll have a array of public-facing events that will be available. So if people want to know more, they can go to utoledo.edu/institute/constitution and sign up for our mailing list.
Lauren, thanks for being here. Jonathan, thanks for being here, and learned a lot, huh? Hopefully.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right.
Thank you very much for having us.
Appreciate
It's been a
it.
pleasure.
Thank you.